Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I hope that you will join me for this Yin Yoga break today to stimulate the stomach and spleen meridians. We will also get into the urinary bladder and kidney lines as well. This pose that we're doing today is called half saddle. So it's a modification of saddle, which can be intense, but the half saddle with the cushions or bolsters will really make it accessible. Um, if there's disharmony in the stomach and spleen meridian, then we can end up having stomach problems, vomiting, bloating, and digestive issues as well. There can also be pain in the mouth, nose, and teeth as these lines run around these areas. So this pose will really help us to improve the digestion and can also help with constipation as well. And it's a nice one, a really relaxing one. Once we prop ourselves up, if you have any knee sensitivities, then you will definitely need to use props. Um, if there's contraindications, if you have a really serious knee injury or issues, then you don't want to be doing this pose, even though we're modifying it. You have to listen to your body. And if you have a very tight sacrum, the bony part of your back and the lower back, then this might aggravate it, but although it can also help it too. So you really have to listen and use the props. So yeah, one pose. Let's get started. Always listen to your body, do what works for you. And remember to please support this channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing with your family and friends if you enjoy the practice. We will need a few props, so I'm going to use my bolster. Bring as many cushions or whatever you have in case you need to prop up even higher than the bolster width. Blocks to prop up the bolster. Blankets if you want to put it under your ankles or your thighs. So just grab everything from your couch. And let's get started. Just take a little time, just a few moments of centering as always, to arrive into our bodies, into the space that you're in. Just begin to listen to the sounds in your room. You can have your hands in Gyan Mudra if you like, thumb and index finger, tips of the thumb and index finger touching. And listening without any judgment or labels of the sounds that you hear. Begin to listen to the mind now. Notice what's happening in your mind in this moment. Are you here? Is the mind here, or is it busy in the future? Notice how you feel emotionally, the heart area, and the sensations in your body. Maybe your stomach may not be okay. Maybe you have some nausea today, as I'm feeling it. So I thought I would do this pose today, because it does help. And allow everything to be as it is. We want to get rid of everything. But we want to also practice allowing. Just watching, and it eventually will change to something else or go away. How do you feel spiritually? Do you feel connected in this moment to your higher self? Are you feeling calm, at ease, peaceful? No judgments. Simply notice. And then just take a few breaths. Maybe place your hands on your belly and your chest, breathing in deeply, expanding the belly and chest. Exhale, chest in and belly in. Inhale, light, peace and love and spaciousness. Exhale, soften and relax. Breathing in, I know my body is here, I'm aware of my body. Breathing out, I smile into my mind and body, my heart and my body. Breathing in, I'm aware of my body. Breathing out, I smile and I come home to my body. I dwell in the present moment. 2 more breaths on your own, please. Last breath. Keeping the eyes closed. These words of wisdom are by Eckhart Tolle. And he's written The Power of Now, a wonderful book to read to help us access the present and the now. He said, unease, anxiety, tension, stress, worry, all forms of fear are caused by too much future and not enough presence. Unease, anxiety, tension, stress, worry, all forms of fear are caused by too much future and not enough presence. Take a moment to set your intention for what you need from this practice. Maybe it's around the words of being more present, less future, letting go, peace, calm. Repeating it a few times to yourself in the present tense. And then release your expectations of your practice and get your props ready now. So I'm just going to show you the half settle without propping up the bolster or any other props. So if you're feeling at ease in your back and your knees, then you can you'll bend the one knee and you'll just go down slowly and you'll lie down here. Option, if your shoulders are okay, to take your arms behind you so we can get into the chest. Otherwise, keep them wherever they're comfortable. So this is the less modified version of half saddle. Otherwise, you can prop it up, use more cushions, prop up the bolster. If you have blocks, put 2 blocks underneath the top of the bolster like that. Make sure you have room to stretch out. If your ankles are feeling too much pressure, you will put a rolled up hand towel, which I think I forgot to mention to get a towel. Like just grab a kitchen towel. And you don't want it too high. And you can put that underneath that bent ankle. And then you can also put, if the calves are feeling too much pressure, put a blanket underneath the thighs and then stretch that left leg out. Slowly lie down. Keep the knee bent even. You want to feel the stretch in the thigh muscle. Well, not the muscle, we're going to relax the muscles. But in this area, the belly of the thigh and the hip flexor. You can also place another blanket underneath that knee if you feel anything in the knee. You don't want to feel anything in the knee. So these are the modifications, okay? So I'm going to do it without, because I prefer it that way, but you listen to your body. Oh yeah, you can also put a blanket on top of the bolster. So take a few moments to set yourself up. I'm going to do it without, maybe, yeah, I think I'm going to do it without the blocks. I might have a blanket on top here. And then, so stretch both legs out. When you're ready, you can pause the video if you're not ready. Take that right knee and bend the right knee. Scoot back. And then start to lay back on your bolster or your cushions. Make sure your pelvis is level. You can again start with bending that left knee as well, foot on the floor. And then I'm going to set the timer here for 3 minutes. But again, you don't have to stay for 3. Do what works for you. Really listen to your body. So once we're in the pose, we're settled, start to soften all the muscles. Really letting go of all holding on to the muscles. And allow, it is going to be a deep stretch here, so really allow what you're feeling. As long as there's no sharp pain, shooting sensations, you're okay. Discomfort is okay. The stomach and spleen meridian run along the top of the thigh, close to each other, so this is a really nice way of getting into that, into these areas. You can focus on your breath to help you arrive into the presence, into the moment. Focus on listening to the sounds in and outside of your room without judgment. And then just allow the sensations to be exactly as they are. Breathing in light, calm and peace, presence. Exhale, tension and worry. If you're feeling okay, we can straighten that left leg, and we're almost done actually. About half a minute to go, less than half. Feel free to stay longer, just pausing the video. Try to let go of both hips down towards the earth. And you will be feeling in the lower spine as well. And as we age, this area, the lower spine around the sacrum, gets really, really tight. So this is a great way of getting into oiling this area, bringing more hydration into the lower spine, the knees even. Let's do 2 or 3 more breaths or release. Listen to your body. If you are comfortable, please do stay longer. The longer we stay, the more we can get out of it. But 3 minutes is a good time, especially if you have never done this pose. Or you can even do it for 2 minutes. Listen to your body. To come out of this pose, you can roll over to the left side. Slowly bring the right leg on top of the left. Rest here for a moment. And then come up to sit. Straighten both legs and just flex your feet a little bit to get like a little counter pose before we do the other side. And then release. So let's do the other side now. You're going to bend that right knee, foot on the floor. Left knee first, bend it, and take your hand around the calf and just kind of roll the calf outward. Kind of forgot to mention that on the right side. You can do that next time you do this. And then bend that right foot, right knee, foot on the floor. Slowly come to lay down. And then find your place where you're feeling that stretch on the front of the thigh, the hip flexor. Place your arms where you want them. Wide, can get into the chest as well. Start your breath. Soften all the muscles of your lower body and upper body, your face and jaw. So experiment with your right foot. You may want to bring the foot inwards to balance the hips, to make them level. Or you may want to take it out. If you take the foot outward, you're kind of making it a little bit intense. Notice this side. Just feel everything. Yin Yoga is a perfect practice to help us to help us allow things as they are, help us to accept things as they are. So straightening that opposite leg, if you did it on the other side. If it doesn't work, bend that knee again. The full saddle is with both knees bent. Without props, you do it on the floor. I don't like that version. I should try it again. Things in the past are in the past. But again, it can be very intense on the knees and the back. But this is a really more gentler way of doing it. So you want to feel some compression on the knees, even on the back. Compression is okay. It's good. Shooting pain is not. Inhale. I'm present. I'm here and now. Exhale. I smile into my body. Couple more breaths, or you can release or stay longer. And then start to bend that right knee and then roll over to your right side, bringing the left leg on top of the right. Maybe move your bolster away or your cushions away from you. Just keep the knees bent and do a little twist here just to release the back. Take your arms to the side if that works. We're not going to be here long as this is a Yin Yoga break, just one pose. Inhale and exhale. But feel free to stay longer. I know that once I get into this, I don't want to get out. It feels so good. Let's switch sides. Twist the other way. You might hear some snap and pops in your spine without pain, I hope. Deep breath in, a couple breaths here. Come back to center, engage your core. Straighten your legs. And then again, once again, flex both feet and tighten your kneecaps. Just for a few moments. And then bring your knees into the chest and give them a hug. Maybe rock from side to side as a counter pose for the lower back. Maybe have your hands on the knees and circle the knees around one way and then the other. Straighten your legs just for a moment to ground. Feel free to stay here in Shavasana as long as you like. Feel the earth supporting you and protecting you. Just gather the energy. I am calm. I am a peaceful being. Then again, you can roll over to your left side or right side. Today it doesn't matter. Slowly come up. Sitting comfortably, start to notice how you're feeling, your mind, heart and body. If you're feeling calm and peaceful, take that feeling with you into the rest of your day, evening, the week, and come back to it often. Pause during the day to remember any peace and calm that you get from your yoga or your meditation practice. Let's bring our palms together and rock them briskly. Cup them over your eyes. And then maybe just feel your face. Slide the hands down the front line of your body. Rub them around your knees. Thank your knees for allowing me to do this practice. Bring them back into your heart, prayer pose. Drop the chin down if you can. taking a moment of gratitude for whatever comes to your heart. And may all have peace and calm in their minds, hearts, and bodies. And may everyone remember their pure divine nature with each breath. Namaste. Thanks for joining.